guys, so today I'll be discussing about this book. This is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, written by the same author as Gone Girl. Dark Places was made into a movie already, but I haven't watched it just yet, so I won't be discussing anything about the movie. I'll just talk about the book, like how the story lies like, whether I like it or not, and how I feel about it, that kind of stuff. I actually pick up Dark Places because I really enjoyed Gone Girl. I watched the movie. I haven't read the book because I didn't want to go through the same feeling that I had in the movie again. But I still wanted to explore some other books written by the same author, so I just did a little bit of research and I read the back cover of Dark Places, and I decided to pick it up because I thought that the storyline was really, really interesting, and it really is. The story, it's about Libby and her family. Her whole family got killed one night when she was 7 years old. Because Libby was hiding, that's why she didn't get killed. But she heard the voice, and she believed, she was confused at the time, she was just 7. But she believed that it was her brother's voice, and that is one evidence that put her brothers in jail for like almost 30 years. And the actual story started when she got contact from a group of people who believed that her brother is innocent and they were trying to kind of get him out. Things like that. That's how she kind of was dragged back to her past to really figure out what actually happened that night, whether the voice that she heard was her brother's or not. Did I enjoy the book? Yes, I enjoyed the book. It was an intense read, I must say, because I was not familiar with this type of book before. I haven't read many books like this, so it was really intense for me to go through, and it was kind of very stressful to read. It took me almost like halfway through to get used to Libby's characters, because her characters at the beginning is not likable at all. I think maybe the author did that on purpose and kind of like wanted her characters to develop like from time to time. But because the story was written like back and forth, like now and then, like now that Libby in her like 30 years old age, and then was in like the night that the family got killed. So the story going back and forth, so it took such a long time for Libby's characters to grow. Okay. And is it predictable, the story? I would say it's not that shocking. Like, some people might have that idea before, but I think what it's interesting for me is that the way the story was presented, like the story was unfold like little by little until the end, and even though you found it predictable at the beginning, you will still enjoy it. Do I recommend this book? Yes, I do. If you like Gone Girl, you might like this book too. But bear in mind, it's two different stories. Like, it plays with the two different storylines. Even though I believe that she kind of points out the same like idea, but that same idea was presented like differently. I don't know, I just can see some relations between the two story for me, which I won't tell you because it will be some kind of spoiler, even though it's my opinion. But if you haven't watched it or you haven't read it, you might find this like a spoiler, so I won't say anything about that. Okay, so that's it for this mini review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestion, comments, or if you want to discuss this book, please feel free to leave your comments down below. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!